Hello, 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 people. So, the last day of the week, and it's been a bit of a roller coaster. It has. But we'll go through a lot of the trades that we've taken this week, gone through some of the mistakes and some of the things that we've made. And yeah, we'll take it on there. So, I'll see you in a minute. Okie dokie. So today's been an interesting one, and I think a lot of you can all relate because on a Friday you've made lovely profits all week, and then you come to a Friday and you give them back. Well, guys, that has happened to me today, and we will go through where some of the big trades that I've lost, some of the big bets, and we will then talk about how we can learn from those mistakes. So let's start first of all at the start of the week. Yeah. So we're first going to start at the start of the week on USD CHF. Get off these noisy time frames. We'll start off on a 5-minute. And we will go to, we'll start off on a higher time frame. Let's start off from a 15-minute. So here was Monday. Our first trade, obviously, of the week was this one here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just pull that back. $26th, yeah. So yeah, our first trade of the week was in fact this one right here. We came into a lovely area of demand. So we came into a lovely area of demand, which was here. And we found ourselves consolidating quite interestingly on the day. So we were consolidating and the market opened up. It took out all of the lows on the Friday, very early on in the Asian session. Then it started creeping up like here, broke the EMAs, and then looked like it was going to come and take all of these highs out. Now, the first trade of the week was this one here. And luckily, I actually closed it early, right at that top point. Got super, super lucky with closing it because as you see, it went through. It would have taken me out if I didn't take it out there. So that was the first initial trade for that for the trading week. Second trade was this beauty, and we were quite heavy with size on this. We had around about 10 lots on this, so this was up there with around about probably just a little bit under 3,750 exactly on this point. It was a really, really, really nice trade. And as you can see, we kept on pushing up. So those were the 3 trades at the start of the week that really set the tone. So it was that one. Hold on a second. I think I added a little bit extra onto that one. Okay. So we had 3 trades in this area. We had this one. We had that one, and that one. So these really set the tone for the rest of this week. Now, the 29th, we had a few different losses. And we had those on gold. Now these were very small losses, and the reason why they were very, very small losses was because I was trying to get the positioning right. So I basically took $300 in losses just so I could get the positioning right, and then I put in my actual position sizing. So the idea here, gold came down, it hit this level, which was a macro level at the top of a range, pushed off, we broke the highs again, bang, bang, bang. It was very much that type of structure, as you can see, and got into this trade within 15 minutes. It was already up 1,500. So that was another one. Now, if you notice, all of these trades that are being taken that are winning buys are all underneath the 200 EMA. Okay, now we're going to talk about the trades that I've had today, and I've had some hard trades today. I gave back around about 4.5% today, and which is quite a lot. Okay, and when I'm looking at euro now and it's pushing up, it kind of hurts. So the trades we've had today, if we have a look at euro, first of all, we had some minor trades on USD CAD, and that was these ones here. So I was expecting a little bit of a push up, so I got into a trade here. That was one loss, and I did have a double entry here. And this was on 0.5% risk. Okay. USD CAD, there was the other one. Now this was a fair loss. Okay, I like this trade. This is my setup. You know, that should have been really the only. This is a good setup. So the fact that it just didn't hit, that's totally fine. On these setups, I've got around about an 80% win streak, strike rate. So that was fine. We broke, retested on the EMAs, pushed up, and this was all recorded on my Instagram. And then eventually we came down and it took me out. Okay, and this was a full R. So one full R, the other ones were half an R. Now the big loss of today, which gave the majority of the profits back, was this. So news came out. So news came out, as you can see here, and I decided to get into this trade. Actually, it was more like on the level. So I was instantly in profits, and I honestly thought we're going to continue. We're going to come up and take out these levels, and we're going to eventually come up to take out this high. So that's what it was looking like. Really, really, really nice. I had conviction in this one. So I was a little bit heavier and I was 2% into this trade. And as you can see, it came down, took me out, and found support around about here. Now, when I'm looking back at this trade right now, what does this immediately shout out to me? First of all, this is kind of a breakout type of trade in the... Wouldn't say this is kind of a breakout trade. This is still nice. I would take that trade again. I would definitely take that trade again. The only difference is, if I want to trade this trade, I can't have my stop within this range because I'm trading this trading range. If I turn off all of this stuff and all the EMAs, I'm trading in this range. So if my stop is within this range, I need to understand that I'm probably going to get hit. I'm going to get taken out before it actually could continue. So I took an interesting loss on that one, about 2k. Actually, it was a bit more. It was about 2.5k. And now we're starting to see that play out. So a little bit frustrating. We're only now finishing the week on just over 3.5%. We did have 8%. But that's a decent week. It could have been a little bit better. Now, what would I have changed in all of these things? To be honest, I would have changed the CAD trade. I don't think that was ultimately the best trade to get in. And I got in that because that was the reason it was pushing up. And it gave me a retracement and continuation trade, which was in line with my idea with USD and USD CHF, which was this one. Now, I like this trade. I would take that again, 100%. Not bothered about losing it at all. It's fair game with this one. It really was decent. I'm quite surprised that it didn't actually come back. The Euro trade, again, very, very decent. It's just one of those. The only thing is, this had a lot heavier risk. And it's already a place that is, you know, if we take off all of these levels, we don't know where it's going to find support. Obviously, now looking back, yeah, it found support right on that 50, but who knows? So that is basically it. What have we got now? What's going on right now in gold? Let's have a look at the NAS, because I know a friend of mine was in the NAS. He's definitely got taken out. Doesn't look the best. I would have thought that it would have started to trickle up like that, but it doesn't seem like it wants to. Gold, look at all of those lovely levels that are just coming back now. It's just doing a fair market cycle, you know. So looking back, actually, always be looking to buys underneath the 200 EMA on the 15-minute. I'm always looking for buys. Anything over, I should be looking for sells. That needs to be the play. And if that was the case, then Euro probably, I probably wouldn't have bought it up here. I would have waited for something to happen under there, because that would have been under the 200 EMA. That would have been a good price, cheaper price to buy in, and then I wouldn't have my stop in an area where there's a lot of stops, because I've just been stop hunted. You know, so that is it. That was a quick recap. Now, if you're watching this back, and I'm sure one day you will be, okay, I've spoken to a couple of people today, some of them going into drawdown, and I've also given profits back, and I'm totally fine with it. And I said to this person that's going into drawdown, that's in 3% drawdown, it's just part and parcel of doing business in this specific industry. You're going to have drawdowns, you're going to have losing trades, you're going to have trades that you're going to make a lot of money on, and you're going to have trades that have done you. But you've got to keep coming back, training, putting more effort in, learning where you've gone wrong, and not bringing everything that's happened this week onto next week. You've got to go from this week to next week. You got to go with a clean head. No matter if you've made a lot of money this week, no matter if you've lost a lot of money, it doesn't matter, okay? And I hope you're able to have a relaxing weekend, not take any of this trading week onto the weekend with you. And if you are rolling off trades, you know, for next week, well, I don't know how you do it, because I definitely can't do that. Okay? But anyway, that's me out, and I will see you guys next week.